Good morning, this is Reading Employability, and today we're going to look at how to access your Google Drive and specifically Google Documents and create a document. So once you've signed in, you'll be able to click on the applications icon and it gives you a range of icons. And you can access Google Documents through two places. You can access it through your Drive or through Docs specifically. I'm going to access documents through my Drive. The reason for doing this is where all your information is stored. So just like when you use Microsoft, you have a folder. Google also has a folder. It's called Google Drive, and all of your documents that you've ever created or ever want to access, you can create. So here's an example of mine, and you can see I've got different folders for different years, different topics, and this allows me to store and keep my information exactly where I want it to be. So if we wanted to create a Google document, we would select New, and we would select Google Documents, and it will load us up a fresh page here. Okay. Now, the beauty of Google Documents is it automatically saves for you as you go. So you don't have to keep going back and setting the save icon or the save button. So the first thing I would do is click on, with your left button, the title, and we're going to give it a title. And we're just going to call this article. This is just to help you guys out. And once you've got your blank page, you need to get familiar with the tools. So over here, you can decide how you want to lay your document out. So do you want to add a heading, a title, a subheading, and so forth? The next box is your fonts. So here you get a range of different fonts, and all you need to do is left click on them to select the one that you want. There is also a function called More Fonts, which allows you to select an even wider range of fonts. So to do that, again, you would just go through, and let's say you really wanted this one, you click on that, click OK, and it would add it to your list. The next box along is your text size. So depending on what size you'd like to write in, so this is 12. If we made it really big, as you'll see, you can change the size of your document using that particular tool there. The next icon is you can be bold, italic, or underline your icon. So to do this, you would put the icon at the end of the word you want to highlight. You would click with your left button and drag across. This highlights all of the text. By doing this, you can then decide what happens to it. So we can make this bold, we can make this italic, and we can also make this underlined. This allows us to be quite creative. We can also decide what color we want the text to be. So you can start to be quite creative with your documents. Other things you can do and use here, you've got if you want to add, you can insert a website link. So for example, if you wanted to insert an internet website, you click on the link, you would type in the link, it's www.bbc.co.uk, and we could say here that this is the news. And by clicking apply, we have embedded our link, and somebody could access this document, they'll click on that, and you're able to open up the website. Other tools. Using these 4 buttons here, you can decide where your text starts. So if you're writing a letter, you would start here. You maybe wanted to start your title in the middle of the page. You can decide what you do. Other functions you can add here are deciding whether you put numbers in, or you may decide that you want to put bullet points in. You can also decide what your numbers look like by clicking the little arrow on the right-hand side of the icon. So once you've got your head around all these different functions, I think it would be great if you had a play and tried writing a letter, and that way you can get used to using the tools. Some stretch and challenge would be to add other elements to your document. So by inserting things, you can insert images, you could insert links, you can insert charts, and you can insert tables. You can start to play around with your document and create some quite interesting things, such as newspaper articles, reports, essays, and so forth. If I was to select an image, I get the opportunity to either upload the image from my device, which you would do by clicking with the left button, or you can select search, and use the Google search function. So I'm going to search basketball player. And by searching this, I get to see a range of pictures. I can select the player and I can put the image into my document. Now, the picture is very big. By left clicking on the document and then dragging down, I get to resize my picture, and I can decide where I want it to sit on my document. So your challenge now is to go away and create a letter or an essay or a report using all these functions.